Our Father, we begin by giving praise and thanks to you. You are the God of the living. You are a God committed to life. You desire that none perish, but all would come to know you as Lord and Savior. Thank you so much for the people who are committing themselves to making a difference in this world by being present here today, and those who work tirelessly throughout the year for the cause of the unborn. God bless them and encourage them.
How did you get involved in this March for Life?
Well, in late 1975, I thought it was something that we should undertake. And so we set the date for the weekend closest to the anniversary of Roe v. Wade. And we being a handful of us, agreed that we would march if it was us or if there were 50,000 people. It would go either way. And that first year we had about 1,800 people come, and we've held it every year. This is the 36th March. First one was 1978, and we always have the same theme. It's the heart of Arkansas beats for life, and we gather people together to jumpstart the year and get them out doing what they need to be doing for the rest of the year to help promote the sanctity of human.
Every few years I like to find out where our crowd comes from. So if you've come today from northeast Arkansas, Jonesboro, and that area up in there, the northeast quadrant, why don't you raise your hand and yell a little bit, make some noise. That sounds like a pretty good group. Now let's try southeast Arkansas, from down Pine Bluff down to Lake Village and over to the Louisiana and Mississippi border. Southeast Arkansas, where are you folks? Good, thank you. Now working our way around southwest Arkansas, this would be like my hometown now, down to Arkadelphia, Hope, Texarkana, Magnolia, that area. Let's see you folks. Southwest Arkansas. Okay. Sounds like I might have to go home after. All right, northwest Arkansas is where I live now. You folks of Fayetteville, Springdale, Rogers, Bentonville, Silent Springs, that group. Northwest Arkansas, let's hear you. Well, they may not be the most, but they're the loudest. And I think since I live in Northwest Arkansas, that's what the rest of them think we are. A lot of noise and hot air up there. Come to Northwest Arkansas and visit. I'm glad to have all of you here today.
Okay. What difference do you think the Arkansas March for Life and the pro-life activism here in Arkansas has made?
It's made a huge difference because every year somewhere around 5,000 people come to Little Rock from the four corners of our state. They come old, young, middle-aged, and they come to march in unity, speaking for those who can't speak of the sanctity of life is so important. And our legislators have heard those folks' voices. They've listened. Over the years, we've been able to pass many laws in Arkansas that enable us to save the lives of children that are not protected by federal law. So it has an impact. There's no question that legislators and citizens and elected leaders around the state hear the voices of our 5,000 marchers every year.
And when you strip away the Supreme Court cases, when you strip away all the legalities and the arguments and all of that, what is this issue at its core? And it's this: when our arguments are accepted and when human beings live, when their argument wins, human beings die. It is that simple, folks. And you need to keep that in mind, and we can be proud and hold our heads high as we fight this fight, because we are on the side of life and people living, not death. And that is, we can never lose focus in all the time.
Every person, to include unborn children, are created in the image of God. And they have God-given natural rights to life and liberty that are recognized by our Declaration and protected by our Constitution. That's why, in Congress, I work to defend the sanctity of life and protect the lives of unborn children. I've supported legislation that would stop taxpayer dollars from going to organizations that perform abortions. I've sponsored, thank you, I've sponsored legislation that would declare life begins at conception and that would stop abortions of unborn children capable of feeling pain. And of course, I continue to oppose Obamacare and its unconstitutional mandates that private citizens more important than any single change to the law that we can make as legislators is the work that you all do to change the minds of your fellow citizens. Because as Abraham Lincoln said, in a democracy, public sentiment is everything. With it, nothing can fail. Without it, nothing can succeed. For years, you have successfully shaped public sentiment to favor a culture of life. Thank you for what you do. Please keep up that work. I'll keep it up in the United States Congress. God bless you.
Half of the march will go one way, the other half will go the other to circle the Capitol. I'm going to follow the banner.
Hear our voices filled with gratitude for those who stand in witness to the precious gift of life. Make us ever more vigilant so that every precious child is protected and every parent is supported.
And for the people that are watching this, what do you want them to do when they see this on DVD or on YouTube?
I want them to join us. I want them to become a part of the solution. They need to join us and form a chapter, attend meetings, do whatever they have to do to help us return legal protection and respect for innocent people.